Hello everyone, I'm Dragomir Ivanov. Today I'm going to be here to introduce you in the esports betting world and how to engage with the esports bettors, what is esports, and what it looks like from the inside. Okay. So what is esports? Esports stays there for the abbreviated term of electronic sports and competitive computer gaming. What is What is the esports beta look like? The typical esports beta is a fan of the game and looks like to really present the whole thing that he has gained through the years of experience in the game. Esports betting gives you the opportunity to bet on things that happens in the games, on the outcomes of the events which are being played online or offline, the such-called LAN events. The biggest amounts of bets are attracted of these so-called LAN events, and the whole industry is expected to grow to a bit $1 billion up to 2020. Let's talk about the regions. In Asia, most people are attracted by these MOBA. This is a genre I will talk about a bit later for it. The North America is the shooters games like CSGO, Call of Duty, and so on. And Europe or Russia, the so-called hybrid type, which are the mix of both. Let's talk about a bit the different game titles we involve in our product. The first genre is the FPS or the first-person shooters, which are Counter-Strike, Rainbow Six, Call of Duty, Halo, and Overwatch. This game leaves two teams to compete for objectives or reach some point of the game. The next one is MOBA. It's a team-based game where two teams are playing each other on a certain map. Every time it is the same. The main games are Dota 2 and League of Legends. The next one, maybe it's a bit familiar for you, are the sports simulators like FIFA, NBA 2K, or the Madden NFL. The next one is fighting simulators like Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Street Fighter, and Mario Smash Bros. And the last one, like it's combining all of them, is the casual one, where the games are not that hard to gain the knowledge to play, and there are the Hearthstone and the Clash Royale. Oh, sorry. The most important thing about the coverage is that you give the users all tournaments, not just the big ones, but even the small ones which are being played. Because as you know, like in the normal sports, everything is not gaining the same interest as the other. So besides the three core games which are being offered live, like League of Legends, Dota 2, and CSGO, they are the core of the whole product. We are developing the Overwatch and Hearthstone live through the years, and we are pioneers at this. And we are giving our users the opportunity to bet on them as well. Like a sports, we have a lot of different type of markets, and we are trying to give our users the big opportunity to use their knowledge and show us that they are better than us, and try to bet on everything they get. So, like in sports, we have outright markets, which are the most interesting thing aside. There you can bet on the outcome of a specific tournament, or a stage of the tournament, or which team is going to be eliminated. The next one is the match winner. As you can get it, it is a betting on the outcome of the certain match, game, or just a map. The next one are totals and handicaps. They're based on the metrics of the specific games. It's based on the kills, rounds, or everything which is involved, and it's measurable and it's easy to get like an information. The one thing which is really important right now in the esports area is that you have to like not just do that on specific teams and focus. The most important thing is to focus on players. We're doing that for a few years. That's because most of the esports fans and bettors are fans of a specific pro player. They do not just support the team, they support the player. So when the player moves onto another team, they go to support the next team. And then that's why we focus the players and give the users the opportunity to bet on two players from the opposite teams or from the same teams who compare on different stats. In CSGO, this is kills, headshots, or just ADR, which is average damage per round. In Dota 2 and League of Legends, this is kills, assists, experience gain per minute, gold gain per minute, and so on. The most important thing in esports is the data. You have to get your data from a really good source, because whenever there is a confrontation between you and the user, you have to give them the best source, and which is really legit. For Dota, this is the Dota buff, which is linked directly to the API of the game and gives you the best stats and the legit stats for the game. For CSGO, this is HLTV. They are connected with all the organizers and as well with the API of the game. For Overwatch, that's OverGG, where you can find the schedule and the whole tournament bracket. On the other side, you have whenever you want to give your users the best user experience in life, you have to give them the best stream. So what the best stream means? The best stream means that you have to give them the fastest one, so they can feel it as the better source and the fastest source to bet on. These streaming platforms in Europe and America, let's start with Twitch, is the most famous and the most combined Twitch streaming platform. Next one is YouTube. YouTube is the best for one thing. Whenever you're watching a live event, you can scroll back, watch something you have missed, or just a situation you have missed, and then go back live as well. Chinese platforms are a really big part of this market because they are giving a lot of viewership and their coverage is really big. Sometimes they give you the best and the fastest streams, but as well, you know that the comment is in Chinese. A lot of people don't like that, but whenever the source is apart, they get it. And last but not least is the TV channels. From last year, some channels like ESPN, ABC, and Disney XD are live broadcasting the official Overwatch League live on TV. So we hope that sooner or later we'll have a devoted channel just for esports fans, so where we can get our things live. And the biggest difference between the sports and the esports data is that in esports there are a lot of games, so every game has been updated monthly, even sometimes daily and weekly, so you have to keep up with the data. Traditional sports do not change their rules for years, let's say even decades. You have to be trendy with the esports sphere. You have to listen to the community and As well, you have to keep all the data in process. Thank you very much. Any questions? Thanks for having me.